We appreciate it. There we go. We are talking tech this morning, and specifically the latest announcement from the folks over at Apple. Dan Thompson from Claris Networks joins me now to discuss this. Now, they have this big conference, this big worldwide conference. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this little get-together is kind of an annual thing that they do. All the app developers get together. Apple always does several keynote speeches, and basically it's just to generate buzz for whatever it is that they happen to be announcing at that time. This year's announcements obviously were the new iOS 6 improvements, obviously, for iPhone, iPad, and then they also announced some things like their new operating system for their desktops and laptops called Mountain Lion. They announced some new things for their laptop lineup, so it was a big deal. A lot of people who were watching the event said that this was the best event where they weren't announcing a new iPhone. So, so a lot of buzz around it. Yeah.
Well, especially with the new CEO in place.
Yes.
Okay, we're focusing specifically on the new iPhone update that will be available come fall.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So iOS 6, they announced some odd, 200 and some change new features for the operating system. Really incredible amount of changes. A couple of them though really kind of stood out as being as notable. The first one is they ditched Google Maps and have created their own map app, which I was totally shocked about because of just the effort and energy and I'm sure money that it takes to do such a thing.
Oh my goodness.
So they've developed their own app. Obviously, who knows how much they were paying Google behind the scenes to be able to use their app on their device. So they've put that into their new operating system. It has features like turn-by-turn directions, audible navigation, which those are some of the big things that people griped about with the app that was previously in the operating system. Also, we have tighter Siri integration now. So you can ask Siri, hey, where's the closest McDonald's? And she can fire open the map app and get you the directions there.
Oh, that's nice.
And you'll be up and going. Yeah, so that was really cool. Another feature which you'll be excited about is the FaceTime. Previously, you could only use that over Wi-Fi connections. In this latest version of the operating system, you can actually use that over 3G and 4G connections. So no more having to go to a coffee shop.
What are you saying? I enjoy my FaceTime? Is that what you're saying?
So now you can do that anytime. What's going to be interesting about that, though, is this is obviously a pretty data-intensive application, so we have been having multiple conversations in the recent past about how Verizon and everybody's ditching their unlimited plans, and now we're kind of turning up the keys a little bit on what we can do with the phones. It's going to be interesting to see if people's bills start skyrocketing.
Well, you hate to hear all that.
Oh, I know. So that's an interesting something to keep your eye on. Definitely, I'd be watching your data usage if you're using FaceTime a lot, because that's certainly one that could run away with it.
Dan, there's an app for that.
There is, exactly.
I know. All right. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. All right. Well, we've got much more coming up on 10 News after the break. But first, we got to find out what's coming up at 7 over on Mornings with Fox 4.